Welcome
Welcome
to Shade in the
the
City.
City.
I'm Treese.
It's Nose.
And we are jumping into a whole new season. I believe it is season 14 of Real Housewives of Atlanta. We done jumped over to Bravo, y'all. So, we ain't been over here since Portia, but we said we gonna come back. We gonna come back even though Portia ain't on this season. So please, and Marlo got a peach.
Yeah, she's
So
there. I love me some Marlo.
Sheree is back. So
I love me some Sheree.
So it's going to be some shade. I want to see what's going on with the joggers. So let's get into it and let's get shady.
Not the joggers. And Kenya is practicing her dance routine with her.
She's twirling.
Yeah, she is twirling on these bitches, okay?
Looking gone with the wind fabulous.
She is dancing in her red bottoms, okay? And she actually looks comfortable.
Right.
She's dancing with her partner, Brandon, practicing for Dancing with the Stars. Yes, Kenya. Okay, we seen you, boo. We seen you.
Brandon Armstrong. That was his name, Got to put some claim on her boo name. She gave first and last. She know his government.
It is given as her boo. She's talking about, yeah, you need to come by the house. I'll cook for you. And I'm like, hold up.
And he's like, well, you came out here to LA to kick it for so long. So that was for a job, but okay. But yeah, she invited him back to the house and said she'll.
I said she gonna cook for him.
I said, is that how you got that
for her husband? I'm just saying, I ain't see that on TV. I'm just saying. Then they, Bravo is so shady. They do a close up on her feet, and she does say Portia, you need to come on and bring her some lotion. Okay, her feet was ashy as hell. And you know what? It's so cute because Brandon was like, I mean, if they ashy,
they ashy.
He know. He clearly seen her ashy feet before.
Sometimes, look, in Kenya's defense, sometimes when you're dancing, you can't be sliding across the floor with greasy feet. So you gotta, sometimes they gotta be a little dry and ashy. And I can only imagine they probably slip around in your shoes. So she probably had to have ashy feet.
Well, it wouldn't if you put your lotion on as soon as you get out the shower.
Well, she clearly didn't think about that.
It gives it time to, soak into your skin.
Well, she didn't think about that. And she didn't want to be slipping and sliding and break something in her red
You're making excuses. Well, no, you can't make excuses. This is why I brought Portia into it years ago. Portia pulled them cars for her having ashy feet, okay? Let's not.
Don't do it.
Candy stops by to see her. She's like, girl, you looking real good now. Like, I was like, hello, Candy. What you trying to say?
I will say that her energy was different from what we've seen the last probably 2 seasons. It was definitely, she was happy. Because I think we've just seen her mope and cry about Mark the last 2 seasons.
Yeah. Then Marlo comes in dressed up as Kenya. I thought it was super cute. She had the short little wig on with the dress. It was super. And Marlo just dressed. She just looks good.
I was gonna say we already know Marlo can dress. She don't play. Yeah. What she said, everything I wear is designer. My toothbrush is
designer. I said,
I would not doubt if they had a Balenciaga or Christian Louboutin toothbrush. Marlo got that shit. It probably got diamonds in it and everything.
I believe it. They're not the only ones that noticed that Kenya is crushing on this man, Brandon.
Mm-hmm.
Candy said something about it. And, I was like, it clearly just ain't us. I mean, they noticed the energy too.
Right.
So, Marlo sits down with them, tells them, look, they start talking about money and how the hell she getting her money. She's like, look, I have the archive. Actually, you guys need to come by and this is her plug. She plugging her business right now. She like,
I'm not mad. And look, Marlo, even though she's doing her plug, Marlo lets us know, regardless of what people think about what I do for my money, I am actually out here. Apparently, she's doing something for Tammy Roman, or she did something where she styled Tammy for her new show. So I'm like, you know what? And one thing I can say, as I said before, Marlo don't play when it comes to no fashion. Okay.
Yeah. So I think the business is, it's her designer pieces that she's renting out to, celebrities and shows and things of that nature, to rent per day.
Right.
I think I saw like some pieces for like $1,200 a day. And yeah, I mean, it's not a game. She's trying
to rent Met Gala outfits.
Yeah, she's trying to make that coin. Then she brings up the fact, she's like, and I dated a billionaire. Everybody's like, oh God.
There we go.
Jesus Christ.
We know.
10 billion years ago. Like, so we see Sheree, she comes sashaying and she jumps right into the conversation.
Oh, hold on. Because before we get to Sheree, can we get to the point that Candy makes it a point to say she did date a billionaire years ago, but she's still riding around in a Phantom and $1,000 worth of clothes. So either her money run real long, or she must still be messing with that billionaire. That's all.
Yeah, because she was like, if she still got that money, she was like, she's doing better with money than I am. And we all know Candy good with her money. Okay.
Yes. And then we find out Marlo went and fixed her edges, y'all.
Yes, she did go fix her edges.
What she says. Now, Nels made a good point. She says that she went and got the hair transplant and then, and whatever. And they show her like in the process of the surgery. But what I thought was crazy was when she made it the point and took the picture, she was clearly in a wig.
Yeah, she was like, look at my edges. And I'm like, ain't that a wig? On the edges on the lace.
I was going to say, because these wigs be coming with edges now, Marlo. Just saying.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe she thought she just was fooling everybody. And
it wouldn't be the first time.
So then Sheree comes sashaying in. She jumps right into the $10 million conversation or $1 billion conversation that happened 20 million years ago. She's like, oh, this is my type of conversation. But then they get right in her ass. They want to know about Tyrone.
And she said, he's home. He's home.
And
but she still has to call him because he is on house arrest in Philly.
Exactly.
And nowhere near her.
And of course, it's that jailhouse dick. So everybody asking, how is it? And she basically says, he's a quick pump.
But then I was thrown off because she said it was very quick, but then I thought she said she didn't give him none.
No, she said that they're practicing abstinence now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're now practicing abstinence. She goes there apparently 2 times a month, but they're practicing abstinence. And everybody, all these women from Atlanta, they like, what? You doing what with your man? Because in
How
Atlanta,
long did you wait for him? And now y'all want to practice abstinence?
To me, that wasn't even it. To me, that would be us. That would be an us conversation.
Right.
But I think these Atlanta women are like, so he's in Philly, you here, and you ain't giving him none, and you ain't worried he getting it from somewhere else. Especially with the the female to male ratio in Atlanta, they like,
right,
bitch, you need to be scared. So Sheree is just like,
well, he's in Philly, so that's why she's not worried. I mean, I'm not saying that's not, but if he was in Atlanta, then she would.
Well, I guess they still have that mindset.
Right.
They still have that mindset. And I mean, they're not wrong for having it.
I'm sorry.
Right. So basically she says no, she ain't worried because he's in love with that WAP. Okay,
Sheree.
Then, they want to know about Kenya because Kenya looks good. She looks like she done lost some weight. She's glowing. Everybody notices. So they're like, Kenya, what's going on with you? And she says that, her and her soon to be, her husband. I like husband. That. They had a family vacation in June. He has not seen Brooklyn since. And really, she is done. She was like, I submitted the papers. If he really wanted to be divorced, he could have signed it and we could have had this done and over by now. But he's the one bullshitting. And then they want to know about Candy, of course, because Candy coded nights. They want to know how
how the nights is going at home.
She was like, so y'all getting it in like what, 5 times a day? And she's like, no, it ain't nothing like that. She was like, you would think, given who the fuck I am. But it ain't like that. She was like, we be trying to sit up, watch movies and shit, but we be too busy, child. Like, we go to sleep. We sit up.
All right. So we jump into this next scene. We see Momsy Marlo, and she is interacting with the nephews. I believe it's William and Mark. Correct me if I'm wrong, Nels.
William and Michael.
Michael. Okay. I know it was an M. And the producers asked Marlo in the confessional what we already know, but for y'all who don't know, Shade Squad, Momsy is like
Munty.
I'm sorry. See, I have a friend who calls herself Momty, and I like that. But yes, Munty is like the fun mom auntie. Like, I'm the auntie. You get the best of both worlds. I'm gonna spoil you, but I gotta play the mama role. We learn, and I'm actually happy. Maybe because she did get a peach now, she's giving us some juice. Because I've been wondering for the longest time, not that I don't think it's beautiful that she took these young men in. I just couldn't understand because we've been seeing at least a season or two that she's had these little boys, and I couldn't understand how she got them. So she basically lets us know that her sister is incarcerated, which I didn't even know Marlo had a sister. See, this is what I'm saying. This is what happened when you actually give somebody a peach, then she'll give you her story. She said, boo-boo.
She has a brother too. I think I saw him.
I assumed it was the brother's kids.
Oh, okay.
Because I did know she had a brother. This is the first time I'm finding out that she had a sister. So kudos to Marlo for holding all your tea until you got a check, girl. I get it.
Right. Yes, right. She's like, you gonna pay me for mine.
Right. Exactly. Pay me for my pain. So we see her basically getting the boys together. She talks about how they used to eat McDonald's every day. They, really didn't. I don't want to say really didn't have shit, but they didn't really have shit. Now they drive around.
Now they rocking Yeezys and rolling around in rows.
And she got them. Oh, do you want fruit? Not really. Or as my son would say, that's not my favorite.
I love the fact she was up making them. You know what? It was cute because she said a week turned into 3 years so far. And she went from, living her fabulous single, life to take your vitamins, oil your dreads, get up, brush your teeth, wash your ass. You know what I mean? So,
and can I just say, I know Shade Squad, y'all may differ with me. Drop down in the comments. This is our first season of Real Housewives of Atlanta that we reviewed, but we have been past viewers. And what I will say is I'm here for the growth of Marlo.
I've always loved Marlo, but I
always love Marlo too, but we always see a certain side of her. And to see, like, even if we didn't see it, I knew from last season, like, she's growing. Like, even the way she used to move, it was just like, okay. So I'm here for the growth in Marlo. Let's hope that it stays.
I love to see, I can't believe I see Marlo in a kitchen making breakfast.
Right. Bless you.
Thank you.
I'm surprised she's not ordering it, having it delivered. Like, yeah, that was the Marlo that I was
making it like a veggie omelet. I was like, okay, kitchen whipping it up, fabulous Marlo. I don't know. I just felt like her kitchen just would not get any use.
Right. It would just be cute.
Right, exactly. Then she also says, like, she doesn't want to create any monsters. Okay. She knows that this is different. This is different for them, but she wants them to remember, like, where they came from. And that she feels like that's super important. And
it is.
I'm here for her.
I'm here for Munty.
Munty.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I do think Drew is cute. I do not think her level of naivety is cute. So we see Drew and Ralph. We know them from last season. And they're preparing to go work out. She talks about how she used to run track. She's such a great athlete. And Ralph lets us know that he used to play ball. He used to play football at Rutgers. So then they cut to Drew in the
Apparently,
confessional.
she didn't know what position he played in. Clearly, there's a reason for that.
There's a reason. She asked him, well, what position did you play? He said receiver. And then he was like, but I never played any games. She was like,
yeah. And he's like, but I wasn't on the team for long. Just 2 years.
And she was like, and you didn't play one game?
She was like, we're recording right now. Say less.
Right.
She was like, but we do have to give him credit for making the team.
Okay. So they meet up with new cast member, I hope I'm saying this correct, Sonia Richards-Ross. Mm-hmm. Sonia, we learn, is I don't know how many times she's won. She's an Olympic.
I think four-time gold.
Four-time Olympic gold medalist. Runs her ass off. I think she got bronze once, and she will let you know it was only once.
And she said, I don't even talk about that.
Right. She had a bad day. So I'm here for it. We also meet her husband, Aaron Ross, which y'all want to know why I'm so hyped? Because guess what jersey he was in? A Giants jersey. I am here for it.
What, in the show?
Two-time Super Bowl champ. He played for the Giants. That's how he got 2 Super Bowl rings.
But are you saying he was in it on the show, or just that's who he played for?
That's who he played for.
Oh, okay.
That's why she was like, oh, he's a 2 Super Bowl time champion. I was like, and then when they showed the Giants, I was like, of course, because that's what we do. We do Super Bowls, just not.
Look, I'm feeling like Drew. I'm a girl.
Right. She don't know.
I don't know.
She don't know. She don't know no better, y'all. So she talks about her program. Now, Drew has something going on where it's called Drop It with Drew. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I even told y'all, I actually do like Drew when she's not being stupid behind her husband. I actually really can appreciate Drew, but I do not want to drop anything with you. You don't look like you're dropping.
Well, you know, okay, so that's what I thought. The first time I was like, drop it. Like, I'm thinking like some workout type of thing, like you're
like a twerk out.
It. But then I was like, maybe that's not what she means. Maybe she just means like drop the pounds, like drop the weight. She ain't got nothing. She ain't throwing no ass. It's not like,
that's what I was saying. I was like, she's not out here with the, but I ain't mad at her for trying. So we learned, I guess she says she came up with this program, but I noticed Ralph is in on it as well. And so, basically she went from meal planning, and it's expanded so much because she's created a lifestyle where she's like, I know might not be the perfect person, but I'm just out here trying to be a mom and be in shape. And I can appreciate her for that, for, finding a thing and rolling with it. I ain't mad at it, boo. So then we hear about this messy ass husband that she got.
Well,
I was going to say, you want to do it? You want to do it?
No. I was going to
I know how you love talking about Ralph.
No, I was going to talk about the fact that Sonia dusted her. They had a race, a baton race, and Sonia dusted that ass.
Well, we expected nothing less.
And she really wasn't even running full speed. You could tell, like, she was just, like, did you trying to catch up yet?
She was doing her morning. She was, what's that shit called? She was power walking on Drew. She was power walking.
The Olympics. Guess what? You wouldn't be a 4-time gold medalist.
I think Sonia said she said, I would have ran around Atlanta before Drew hit that wall. I said, well, girl, talk about shade. I like Miss Sonia already.
She said she's the fastest American woman.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So Ralph and Drew are basically having the same conversation in 2 different parts of the gym. Ralph is talking to Aaron, and Drew is talking to Sonia, and they talking about the same thing. They talking about Ralph's assistant, y'all. Apparently, she saw messages where the assistant was talking about giving him a massage. Of course, she got pissed off, and she says that she packed up her and her kids and took off to Chicago, and ran away from home. My thing is, bitch, you back. That's why he over there in the corner laughing with Aaron. Oh, like she had a temper tantrum and now she back because
Drew.
It did nothing. Now he laughing at you Now he think it's funny and you and your feelings.
I don't know why, but he gives me that he really doesn't give a fuck about her feelings.
Seriously?
Am I reaching or?
No, I mean, is it just now giving you that?
I'm just saying.
This nigga went to Florida. Really could have been right down the fucking street. Went to Florida. I didn't answer his phone for 3 days.
Mm.
You took off to Chicago and came back though. Fuck out of here, nigga. You would have been done. Done. He clearly didn't have to work for it, and that's why he's feeling the way he feels. He feels like he don't got to work for it, but she'll be back. You're going to get over your tantrum, and you need to move the fuck on. Why are we talking about this? Because you came back.
We also learned that Ralph is now taking the opportunity to write about his experience on being a stepfather. We see Drew kind of latch on to Sonia, and she's just like, oh, and and you guys are going to be our village because, we just been going through so much married stuff. And I just feel like sometimes, basically, she feels like being around another married couple will help her marriage and help them figure out whatever they're going through. She lets us know that he said that if she stands in the way of his dreams.
Mm-hmm. That's what Ralph told, what's her face?
Drew. He said, if it's my dreams or you, I'm choosing my dreams. I said.
And Sonia was even shocked. She was like, he said, like, bitch, you his wife and kids.
Yeah, that's good luck. So yeah, I don't know what to say. Drew looking real crazy right now. Was there anything else that we need to cover besides Drew's stupidity?
Oh, let's get them off the screen. I'm over there. So we headed over to Kenya's house, and Kenya and Brooklyn are in the kitchen cooking for Brandon.
Mm-hmm.
She was helping cook for stepdaddy Sharp.
Oh,
So then there is
a knock at the door.
And Brandon goes to answer it. Let me tell you something. I don't give a fuck when nobody say he is digging her down. Okay, you don't just be
ain't no man
going to answer your door,
answering my door, and we ain't together.
It's just no. It's just not. I don't give a damn. It's not realistic. Okay, so then we see that everybody is being presented with this invitation from Marlo. It's on the laptop, and it's a video, and everybody seems, excited about it. It's for her La Archive
showroom.
Yes, her exhibits.
She says, dress in your best black tie attire. I said, okay, Marlo.
Now, Kenya with her shady ass sends a message back with the girl and says, tell Marlo to spend a little bit more money, spend a little bit more time planning, and do it the right way.
I said, well, damn, Kenya, that was shady.
Yeah, she was like, I mean, she missed the mark. She sent it over on a laptop. I'm like, come on now, lady. Come on now. Jesus. All right. She was just talking about how good you was. Okay. So then we head over to Sonia's house, and we see that she's about to sit down and have dinner. We find out that her parents from Jamaica have moved with her. They live with her, and she loves it. She loves it. It's so funny because the dad is like, yeah, I'm tired of that yard food. And the mom's like, oh, good, I ain't gotta cook no more. Like, look. They are so good looking though. Like,
yes, they are. Black on crack.
Like, they're not eating no bullshit over there. Like, the mom and the dad both look good. Sonia says that she is proud to represent the U.S., but they are tried and true Jamaicans. And, she started speaking her patois. I said, okay, Sonia.
I was here for it.
Right. Then she lets us know about her and Ross. They met in the cafeteria at Texas University. They've been inseparable ever since. He says that he would marry her all over again, given the chance, which I thought was sweet. I don't know, they're cute.
They're cute until he's one of those that he wants babies, but he sound like he's not very hands-on when it comes to the babies. And he basically, I felt like this is the one thing I was like, red flag. He was like, well, don't you enjoy having a sister? And she's like, yeah. And he's like, oh. And then she's like, but a baby may just, put too much strain on the relationship, and I don't want to do that. And he said, and not having another one might do the same thing. I don't know what y'all call that, bitch, but that was a threat. That was a threat.
Yes, but I feel like she has a valid reason to feel the way that she does.
Right, because he wasn't all involved.
She feels like with their first child, he checked out, and it did put a strain on their marriage. So she is concerned. She has valid concerns that it will happen again. And I thought it was cute. The dad jumped in. He's like, you can't just not have a baby because you're too busy. Like, I can help you. And the mom was like, Negro, you ain't helping do shit. You ain't helping with nobody's baby. He said, yes, I can make the formula and I can get stuff. She's like, no, you're not.
No, you're not.
And even Sonya was like, you want to help make the formula? Like, come on now. Like, let's be for real. Like, stop.
Right.
So
let's be all the way real.
Right. Like, y'all are my village, but Pop, I know you ain't doing that. Okay. But yeah, and I thought it was cute. The son, he asked the son, he was like, yeah, don't you want a sister? And he's like, no, he's like, you want a brother or sister? He's like, I want a dog. Like, I'm good. I'm good with just me.
Right.
Like, Pop is too.
Like, I'll take that puppy for $500.
Right. I was having the ladies over to have some of her drinks and her meal prep. She wants them to, taste it because she feels like they're going to be honest with her. And the first one to show up is Candy. Apparently, these are some healthy drinks with some libations in it.
Right.
And she's like, I know she don't drink, but you can't enter this house without drinking. She's like, damn, man, you serious? And let me tell you something. Drew's assistant, he's like, honey, this is some healthy libations to keep your taste buds moving and your hips grooving, Miss Legendary Burris. I said, oh.
I was here for it. I said, okay, Anthony. Candy was like, well, it is nice to meet you.
She got it. Look, I got almost excited as she did. She's like, it is nice to meet you. See, I liked him. I liked him a lot. Mm-hmm. So then, what's the girl's name? Sonya, she comes in and Candy knows her. Apparently they shared the same hairstylist.
And they've hung out before, and she already knows Sonya's a good old time.
Yeah, she's like, she's a good vibe. Like, I like her. And then Drew talks about, her weight issues that she was having and her health problems. And she says that, she had a hysterectomy, I guess, to do, some correcting. And she said while they was down there, she was like, I want to give me a mama makeover. So she got, she got her stuff together. I you know what? I ain't gonna be like everybody else and body shame, so I'm gonna leave it alone. Then
they just felt like I said, I ain't gonna body shame. I'm just gonna say that Sonya, because we're learning who she is, so we need to get her shade and her tea. But Sonya said, I applaud Drew, for doing what she needed to do, because apparently body issues was a thing. People was attacking her. She said, but I just think she's not keeping it 100.
Well, I think part
Drew
of that
wanted to say that she lost even after the mommy makeover. She said, no. Yes. And then this is one thing, own your shit, right? So she admitted to having the mommy makeover, but then says, but then I had to maintain it. So, and then I lost 25 pounds in 3 weeks from dropping it with Drew. I said, girl, if that's not a plug,
Shady ass Bravo came with the fucking receipts. Okay. They showed her before and after. It was 10 pounds in 21 days. Okay. I said,
that sounds a little bit more realistic.
Right. Because when she said that, they was Candy, because Candy, she'd be on her workout shit too. And clearly Sonya. So
Sonya is an athlete. So she's like,
yeah, so they're like 25 pounds in 3 weeks. Like, what the fuck is in this shit? Bitch, you throwing up your life? You shitting out your life? Well, what is in this?
Right.
Right. So, yeah, sorry, but Bravo outed you, boo. Then, they taste the food, they taste the meal prep. They said, it's good, I guess, and then, Drew wants to get into talking about the gym. She's like, yeah, she put my ass in the gym. And Sonya is like, look, well, let's talk. Since we're talking about the gym, you dropped a bomb on me at the gym. I said, well, she just got right on reality TV and know how to come with the
right. So
bullshit.
let's talk about it, boo.
She know how to sneak that shit right on in.
Clearly, Candy had a reality TV 101 with Sonya before she got on the show.
Like, this is how you do it, okay?
Right.
And she talks about the assistants. She was like, she was not respecting the queen. And Candy is like, how the fuck, who talking about? Like, what's going on? So, of course, Drew is giving the rundown and, talking about the situation with the assistant. Supposedly, Ralph fired her. And then, Ralph brings his ass in because he was clearly eavesdropping. I said, ain't this? He jumped his ass right into the fire. Okay. Right.
I don't know what, look, I would act like I ain't heard shit.
Right. Because I'm sure they would have. They would have just stopped talking about it. But he's like, so what was her version? Like, what version do you want? I'm like, do you really want to do that, sir? You in a kitchen full of women.
Full of women.
All right, you must not know no better.
All right. Clearly he don't.
So basically Sonya says, well, I think the issue is that she makes your wife uncomfortable. I mean, really, really what else needs to be said?
And she might be a tad bit disrespectful, but.
So then they just want to know about this massage. Like, what's up? Why was she trying to give you a massage? And he's like, well, actually, I was having back pain. They're like, oh my God, Negro.
And he was like, no, Drew knew. And then my thing is for her to be like, well, I didn't know at the time.
That's I wouldn't give two fucks whether I knew or not.
Thank you.
If you got back pain, nigga, go get some pills, nigga.
Right.
Go hire somebody. He was like, oh, she was trying to hire. Dude. Back pain, if it's that bad, go get that shit taken care of for me. Like, fuck out of here.
Go to a licensed massage therapist.
Mm-hmm. So then Candy asked the $1 million question.
So what did you say?
Yeah. I said, there you go, Candy. Then you tell Drew how to do it.
Right.
Tell Drew how to do it. And he's all jumping around the damn answer and shit, of course. And, he says that his reply was, he's a guy. I don't listen to that type of stuff. Drew clears it up and she says, no. What he says was, I'm a guy, LOL. And she said, I know better for next time. So Candy says, well, what that means is you're a guy. So if you would have came over here, massage ain't the only thing that's going down.
I'm glad Candy told her because she clearly.
And I agree.
Now.
So Candy was like, so what's her name? He was like, assistant. And Drew apparently didn't even know her name. So they figured she must go by like some type of nickname or something like that. And you know what? I guess he done being in the hot seat because he's like, where y'all husbands at? Like, I ain't never doing this shit again. Like,
right,
where's y'all husband? You're dumbass for doing it in the first place. You should have either just listened on the outside or came in like you didn't know what the fuck was going on, like Tree said. So we catch Sheree and Marlo on FaceTime. And of course, Marlo got to be shady, telling her, don't be wearing your She by Sheree joggers to my event. Make sure you come dressed to impress. And, she's like, girl, I am not about to wear my joggers. Okay. And she's like, nah, but I'm just playing. I know you're going to be fabulous. We see Marlo coming into her event. Really, let me tell you something. She literally just had her frontal on with like some little fur thing on her head and some cover. She still looks fabulous.
Yeah.
Like what? She still is. And her event space is beautiful. It is. It's gorgeous.
Even Candy says she spent a good amount.
She spent some money for that. So all the ladies start coming in. They all look beautiful. The only one that we don't see is Kenya. But apparently Kenya had a rough night the night before because
She
that
had
was
got
the night she
eliminated
was
from Dancing
eliminated
with the Stars.
from Dancing with the Stars.
And she won't see Brandon no more.
I don't mean she won't see Brandon no more.
I know, I'm just messing.
So that just means they won't be dancing like that no more. So everyone is basically, looking around the events, just trying to figure out how things work. Like, are these pieces for sale? Are they Marlo's pieces? They just don't really, understand kind of what's going on. Then I thought it was hilarious because, Sheree, I guess maybe this is her first time meeting Drew and Ralph, and she's like, "Oh, hi! I heard so many things about you."
And then they're like, "Only good things. Hopefully, only good things."
She's like, "Of course." It was so fucking shady. Like, no, it was nothing good, like at all, and it probably wasn't because I ain't even in Atlanta. I don't even know the nitty gritty, and I don't like. I'm gonna say him, but I just don't like how stupid she is.
Right.
Then
she's giving Keisha vibes.
Everybody is wondering where the fuck Marlo is because the event started at 7. Apparently, it's 8:30, and we get cut to Marlo, and she ain't nowhere near ready, y'all. And she wanted to take a break.
Right.
It was like, nah.
We did see Angela Simmons there. She does come and show her face.
Yes. We saw light-skinned Keisha.
Oh, yep, her girl, light-skinned Keisha.
We saw a few other people, but I don't recognize them. But apparently they're huge.
They're important.
Then Kenya comes in
and shuts it down.
She shut that motherfucker down.
That dress, that look
was bad. Okay. I love the fact that it was like just God. It was
blinged out. It was beautiful.
It was blinged out, but it was still like see-through right here on the side. Like it was white. Her earrings, she was just giving.
Kenya was giving. Yeah.
She definitely was the best dressed that night. And I love Marlo to death, but to me, including Marlo, she came to Marlo's event and
outdressed the whole
exactly. So then Drew, she pulls Kenya to the side. She wants to discuss the fact that, they didn't really hit it off last year. And I did see that, when Kenya was kind of like saying hi to people, introducing herself to Sonya and things like that. It looked like, Drew was kind of trying to jump into the conversation like, hey, like, do you see me over here? But she decided, I guess, to pull her to the side. And, she's like, I don't like how, we got off last year. And she wants to have a fresh slate. And I can appreciate that. Kenya's like, I did some fuck shit to Marlo. And look at me. I'm at Marlo's event. Okay. So if I can't, me and Marlo can
come to her event and talk fuck shit.
She was like, if me and Marlo can make up, I ain't even got no real beef. Mm-hmm. She's like, I ain't even got no real beef with Drew. So yeah, of course. Like, she's good. She's with it. Then of course, Sonya and Kenya, they are talking about how they know French. They just some shady bitches. They're talking about how Marlo done spelled the archive wrong. You shouldn't have an E in it because they took French and they know better and somebody should have helped her out. I said, oh, God damn. With all this shit you talking, can you put some money in this woman's pocket, please?
Right. If you're going to do that, at least buy a dress.
Right. 9:30. Marlo comes in with her nephews. She does look really cute. It's like some type of, I don't know, feathery dress with like a belt. It is pretty.
Yeah, it was cute.
It was cute. It wasn't what Kenya.
It wasn't Kenya, but it was cute.
It was cute. And I thought it was cute. She was giving the history of like all her pieces and when she bought them and how she got them. And look, Candy was like, all I heard was a conversation about money. All I heard was a speech about money.
Right.
I mean, that's really what she be talking about is
money.
Fucking money. Drew, she's talking about, like, can I put in my order for that. And she's like, what was your last gig? Are you even still in the industry?
She definitely shaded her and then tried to clean it up.
Like it was a joke. And I mean, everybody started laughing, but I think everybody was initially like,
and Drew was like, oh no, I was about to tell you, check my resume, boo. And they would have been like, but what does the resume say?
So then Marlo goes to do a dress change. She lets us know that she spent $40,000 on this event, which is probably why she didn't want to hire, models to model her clothes and then have to get it cleaned and all types of shit. Who the fuck knows? Okay, but $40,000 is a lot. Okay, but she's like, she ain't even worried about it because she knows she's gonna get that back tenfold. She says she gonna make at least 120 after this event. I said, especially look. And now you got it all over TV advertising your plug.
Right. I ain't mad at you. Plug your business, make your bag, Marlo.
So apparently some of the ladies, they are disappointed that it's not a runway show. And that she is the self-proclaimed queen of fashion, but she is missing the mark when it comes to business. Because she has a nice event, but she doesn't feel that she really advertised her business well. And it's just all the shade. So then Marlo comes out and
it's like, why are you even here, Kenya? Besides to look good and collect the check and the camera time.
You know what though? You know what it is? I feel like when she's happy and in a good place, she's happy around other people.
That's true.
But when she is upset and sad,
she's an asshole.
The night before she lost, she's an asshole. She can't be happy for anybody else.
And see, Marlo, that's when I would have been like Marlo, and I'd be like, "Well, dance your happy ass fashions right out of here, because you won't be a winner on the show. How about that, bitch?"
She is growing, like you said. Okay.
Oh, see, I'm still an asshole.
So Marlo comes in with this, it looks like a red leather dress that is super puffy at the top, like these gold little, I don't know.
They compared her, and I died. They compared her to the strawberry candies, the church candies, as I call them, that my grandmother used to. I can't lie, I love them little strawberry things. They still good, but damn, that's exactly what she looked like.
With the little stuff inside.
Right.
Little stuff inside. Mm-hmm.
No, it's just candy. It's just strawberry candy.
If you bite it, it's like some kind of like strawberry, like jelly kind of filling.
Maybe it is. I ain't ate one in a long time, but now I'm tempted to after seeing Marlo's ass.
You make you want to eat one of the candies.
It's nostalgic.
Jesus Christ. And then, of course, Kenya's still being shady. She's making jokes, talking about how she makes her money and she thinks she get paid for company, whether she's sleeping with them or not. She's probably getting paid to spend time with people. Like, she
went in.
Yeah, she did. Then Sheree and Sonia pull Marlo to the side and snitch everybody out. They snitch out all the girls. Talking about, they over there talking about shit about you, talking about they thought it was going to be fabulous. They thought it was going to be a runway and there's no seating and where does her money come from? And
just getting Marlo amped up.
Yes, she is. And while they are doing that, Candy clearly had time to do some investigative work, y'all.
She done found the assistant I believe on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And what I did not like, and even though Kenya was going to find out anyway, they just got cool 2 minutes ago, and you gonna run down Drew's situation in front of Kenya.
Yeah. She basically shows her the page. And were you able to get the post?
I wasn't able to get the post, but I do know she said something to the effect of like, basically for those that are worried about me, like be worried or something like that. Basically,
I'm gonna do what if I want to, then I will, or some shit like that.
And clearly you know that I can, or something like that.
And apparently the time that she posted this was around the time that they had this conversation. And Drew was feeling some type of way because she's like, you were supposed to fire this girl and not be in contact with her. So how would she even know about our conversation? So she feels like, the girl was taking shots at her.
And she's like, do you think that she's speaking to me? No, bitch.
So Drew feels betrayed by her boo, her husband. I mean, as you should. It shouldn't be the first time though. I'm just saying. So then all the ladies come back. Marlo is ready to read bitches, getting their ass. And she is basically like, how the fuck you talking about that you thought it was gonna be fabulous and you thought it was gonna be like Paris and London?
When y'all don't know what fabulous is. You over here with your French roll. I said, she's like, well, you said it was a gala. I said,
and she was like, you know what, Drew, I wouldn't even expect you to understand. But you money bitches over here. Okay, like y'all should know better. And then they get into private school and eBay and just the shade of it all.
eBay.
It was just
what Kenny said. That's what Marlo was given was Le eBay, not La Archive. It was Le eBay. I said, well, damn.
And then Candy basically just explains that the only thing that she was talking about was she was curious as to, what the business was and how it was going to make money, which does not surprise me because, Candy is all about the coin. She wants to know how the fuck this shit work. How is it paying?
Do I need to invest?
Exactly. So Marlo tells her that basically it's 25% of retail, and that's per day. That's for a maximum of 7 days. A lot of money.
Right.
Per day. I'm wondering, is that like per piece? Per piece, right? Because for that,
and that's just to rent, Hunty. You got to give it back.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and I think that's where Candy was going, because she's like per day, because for that I can just go buy my own shit and own it. If I want to pay like a couple $1,000s more, say I want to keep your shit for 5 days, right? For that I can have it for life, for what I paid for it.
Well,
so it's, I mean, for me the math ain't mathing, but I mean, if she's making the coin, she's making the coin.
Thank you guys for tuning in to our first review of Real Housewives of Atlanta season 14. Did I say
14? Yes.
Yes. Make sure, if you have not already, that you have hit the like button,
you comment,
you subscribe,
and hit the notification bell.
And we will catch you next week for another Shady review. Can I just say, I'm so happy we're doing the Shade Squad. This is like the perfect series for us. These shady bitches. I love it. So I can't wait.
We ain't even really got to be that shady, because I
was going to say, we don't even have to be shady because they do it for us. Yeah. But thank you guys for tuning in, and we will catch you next week for Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Good night.
Good night.
Front, back, side to side. Make sure you go like and subscribe. Front, back, side to side. Make sure you go like and subscribe. Hey!